Is it difficult for you? You have parents that are watching you in very violent situations and sometimes very sexual situations. Is that difficult for your family?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from South Carolina, which is kind of a conservative state, and True Blood is definitely not a show for my grandmom.
Right.
By any means. She tried to watch it. I've been on it since season 2, and she stopped watching when the orgies happened, and that's okay, you know, I don't blame her.
That's when my grandmother started watching.
Oh. Whoa.
Orgies? You gotta check this out! My grandmother's a gold prospector.
Apparently, that's awesome.
There's gold in them hills! Does that make it for an awkward conversation with her, or does she just not mention it?
She just doesn't mention it anymore. But my parents, on the other hand, have seen me do a lot of crazy things in my career. They've actually, seen me naked on stage before, so they're used to stuff.
You were nude on Broadway, is that right?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that like an accusation. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You were nude on Broadway.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Officer, here she is.
Part of a police report.
Yeah. No, I'm just curious how one prepares to. I'm dressed in the shower. I'm dressed at all times. I'm very ashamed of my body. No,
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. But if you saw me, you'd understand. But you, how does one even prepare to go out in front of a Broadway audience without clothes on?
Well, I actually was never one to walk around the gym naked or anything like that. I'm a modest person. And when I auditioned, I was like, oh God, I know I have to be naked. Then I got the part and I should have been very excited, but I was like, oh, dang, now I have to take all my clothes off. There's no real way to prepare yourself for that. You just sort of go out and do it, and actually, there would be people in the 3rd row with binoculars.
What?
Some nights, and you can't tell them not to bring it in. And we would actually, in moments, it was Daniel Radcliffe and I would, be about to take my bra off, and all of a sudden I would see little red lights pop up from cameras.
They're not allowed to do that.
I know, and they had a couple bouncers in the movie theater, the theater that would come and try to take the cameras away.
What kind of perv is taking out giant binoculars?
Thank you.
When you're naked.
You would think, right? But you would think that they would be embarrassed because it definitely calls attention to their perviness. Right?
I feel so guilty about that.
He has terrible eyesight. Yeah.
Remember me?
Yeah.
Oh, God.